What's good? What's good? What's good, everybody? It's the man you all know and love, Edigga. Welcome to a special broadcast of Let's Talk with Edigga live in the studios of Charm City Direct TV. What's good with everybody? First and foremost, I want to say thank you for tuning in on this special live broadcast of Let's Talk with Edigga on Charm City Direct TV. What can I say? We are the heartbeat of the city, and today we were going to be talking to Miss Michelle Hall. She is the daughter. She is the mother of murdered victim Reagan Jelks, her daughter, who was murdered in Detroit in May 2017. We are going to try to bring her on the show to talk about what really happened and what kind of resolution that she wants for this heinous crime, this horrific crime. And speaking of which, until she comes on, the murder rate here in Baltimore, now that was Detroit. The murder rate here in Baltimore is just out of hand, all out of hand. And right now we're trying to find solutions as we speak to try to get some sense of what's really going on. Shout out to the Baltimore ceasefire movement, who've been effortlessly putting on different events to try to bring down the violence or the murder here in the city of Baltimore. Shout out to them. And also shout out to our new police commissioner, Mr. Michael Harrison, who is working diligently to reduce some of the crime here in Baltimore. A lot of the crimes that happen here are from shooting. If you been looking at the news like I do, I frequently watch the news just to keep abreast of what's going on in a city. There was a quadruple amount of shootings here in Baltimore, and it is overwhelming. It is just overwhelming. So I'm going to bring on Miss Hall right now. She is here. And we're going to get the show underway. Miss Hall, how are you today?
Hi, I'm great. I'm good. I apologize for the delay.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I was just talking about some of the astonishing numbers of murder here in Baltimore City, with a new police commissioner. Well, before we had a new Baltimore commissioner, kind of seemed like we trying to get a handle of the high number of murder rates here in Baltimore. And I hope that this number or this new commissioner, Baltimore commissioner, that just came in from New Orleans, I believe, can kind of get a sense of where it's coming from, who's doing it, and how can we put a stop to it? That's the thing that we really want to know. So today we have you here to talk about the murder of your daughter, Miss Reagan, who is pictured in the promo flyer that was sent out on Instagram. One, I want to say, I have a 16-year-old son. And every day I tell my son, just be vigilant, be alert to know your surroundings. Any suspicious activity, let me know, let someone know exactly what's going on. So, Miss Hall, I cannot begin to describe how you may feel. And this happened in May of 2017, correct?
Correct. Yes.
And I want you to take this time to, talk about what happened. And if it gets too overwhelming for you, I'm just letting you know right now that if it gets too overwhelming for you to talk about that, because I trust me, I can imagine how that must feel right now after, 2 years. By all means, if it gets too overwhelming, you can just stop and we can talk about something else. So why don't you tell the people out there exactly what happened?
Okay. I can't say exactly what happened because I'm still not. I won't
Okay.
know or ever know, but I can tell you um, from her leaving me that evening. Um, she just, I can tell you from her day, had just came in town since I
Okay.
was in town.
Okay.
Doing Mother's Day, visiting my mother.
Yes.
And she was so happy and eager. She just finished her finals and was, happy to pass them. We was out visiting my aunt for a couple hours. My son,
Yeah.
my daughter, myself, her best friend,
Hmm.
which was the person that was with her that night.
Okay.
Um, and my aunt, we just buried my grandmother. So we was there, and around 10 o'clock, I told him I was ready. I'm about tired, ready to go in, and
Yeah.
she wanted to go out and have, a couple of drinks and just relax. Have a couple of drinks, hang out. Period. What her
Yes.
age group does. Um, they noticed when they got there, the carload was there. Three people was in his car. When they pulled up, they pulled into this place where they was going to have, their drinks, and they was there for, as the video said, and the detective said, 15 minutes is what they seen that they was there. Just what they said they was going to do.
Hmm.
Coming back out, the same, carload was there, was
Mm.
still there now in hoodies,
Okay.
tied up.
Okay.
It's May, so it was beautiful out.
Yeah.
Wasn't bad.
Why would you have on a hoodie?
Yes,
Yeah.
and you can see the video was very dark in the parking lot, but you can see where they hesitate, and she
Okay.
switched sides. So they felt something or seen something that wasn't right,
Yes.
and he gets her in the car first. Get her. You know, he thought what a gentleman would do,
Hmm.
get the woman in the car first, and
Yes.
then as soon as he gets in to his driver's side, that's when he noticed. Well, she was like, best friend, I wish you would have got in first. By the time he can ask her why you say that, that's when he noticed the guy getting out the passenger side and started firing. So, from that point on, I don't know why they said they no connections. Um, that's what the law say. That's what the people they was captured, but they said they had no connections. So
Wow.
they say they couldn't say it was robbery because they don't know. So random. That's what I said. Who will know? All
Wow.
I know is my daughter is no longer here.
Wow. And you said they went out for drinks. How old was your daughter at the time?
She was 24.
Okay.
Yeah, she was 24 in her junior year.
Wow.
Attending Kent University.
Wow.
hmm Junior in psychology.
Wow.
Yeah.
Such a beautiful young woman. I need to say. Um, I was looking at the picture, and like I said, I instantly when I hear these stories, Miss Hall, I think about my son, and is that her right there?
This is her. I can't tell if you can see a big picture, if you can see a full picture.
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
Wow. And like I was saying, I instantly think about my son who is 16 years old. Just to be cautious, just to be, very vigilant in his surroundings, because we all know that, young people, they tend not to, pay attention sometimes, and, going off to school, they're hanging with their friends outside at malls, anything can happen. And, my question to you now is, what did the police say? What are the police saying about this situation?
Well, finally the case is all over. Just what, a couple of weeks now.
Okay.
And so they apprehended the shooter and the driver. The driver was apprehended first, and about a half a year later, they apprehended the shooter.
Okay.
And yeah, we just 2 years later, we're here now, finally.
Wow.
Yes.
And when you say apprehended, they did receive some significant jail time from this, correct?
Well, the shooter, but not the driver. The law, I guess, is different here.
In Detroit, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
In the state of Michigan, period.
Michigan, okay. Sorry. Wow.
As I mentioned earlier, it was 3 suspects.
So they never found the third person?
No. No. And always, push for that third person.
Okay.
And here is, it's no big deal. We have somebody. But I just felt like everywhere else, that third person matters as well as the person who actually done the crime. And everyone, all 3 people should be charged as same.
I live by, and you may know this quote, guilty by association. You was involved, and I just think that everybody who was involved in anything should get significant amount of whatever the punishment is.
Yes, not just drug dealers and not trying to change it off, but why they can get the max, and these actual criminals out here that's murdering folks and raping and just doing all kind of violations out here to humankind, human being. Why they can get the plea and a slap on the wrist, and a person out here selling drugs get the max, and it's no pleading. It's no, or a person out here kill a animal, and they sure enough get the max.
Yeah, animal. Oh my God! I think it was some time ago. Not to change the story, but it was some time ago, and it's crazy that you mentioned that a man shot a police dog, and they was damn near about to hang him. Here's a life. So you're telling me that a life is not, a human life is not that important than I love animals. Don't get me wrong. And, for people that mistreat, abuse animals, hey, there's to be a significant law or some type of punishment for that. But do not place that punishment higher than an actual human life. I don't understand that.
Excuse me.
And as well as drug dealers. I mean, you're selling drugs to people, and eventually, it's take the drugs wrong, you're going to die. That you're causing a life, whether you had a hand in that or not. I'm just saying. I think it should be equal across the board.
Yes, I agree. Excuse me. I do agree.
Wow. As a mother, what is the message that you want to send out to other mothers?
Excuse me. As a mother, my Reagan, she was. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm choking. It's getting warm in here.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
My Reagan, she was such a butterfly, and she had her mindset and her goals, and she always followed that and believed in going all the way. And I always talk to my kids. I talk to them as a excuse me, as a young child. I started talking to my kids and making them aware of people and how people can be.
Yes.
And how society, period, can be.
Yes.
But I always thought them be your own person, individual.
Yes.
No matter what. And know who your friends are.
Yes.
Your surroundings.
Yes.
And you don't have to try to fit in, in an in crowd and follow. You are you're the leader.
Yes. Yes.
And whatever you do in life, be your best. Do it to the fullest.
Yeah.
And always preach to them about school. Education is very important.
Yes.
And back your kids. Don't tell them, no, that's not for you. No, you can't do that. Back them.
Yeah.
Talk to them about life. Pick their minds. If they're young, I used to talk to my kids, pick their heads every day when they came from school.
Wow.
Just to see what's going on. And there was no privacy in my household. I'm looking through everything. Book bags, drawers, and I'm doing it all. Everything.
There you go.
It's no my friend and you going over there. No, I want to know. And I don't be quick to let my kids go anywhere.
You touched on something just a few minutes ago, and about be careful about your friends. Miss Hall, do you think it was a setup?
I don't know. I mean, I can honestly say no. My heart never felt that. Listen, the night that it happened, I'm sitting down at a restaurant.
Okay.
Been there for a while, waiting to take my order, place my order. The second I placed my order, I just didn't feel right. I just knew I had to get home. And I'm saying to my friend, I need to go. Something's not right. I need to go.
Okay.
But it's just knowing, I'm sorry, I just threw myself off the question. No. Can you please repeat it?
No, I was saying, what do you think about, because I had this I had the same conversation with my son last week about knowing your friends, picking your friends. And I said, was it a setup? Do you think her friends like, hey, let's go to this particular bar to get some drinks?
I mean, I have questioned myself why that particular bar or spot where they have, driven past so many very, better than that
Yeah.
establishment, period. I, questioned that, and we were deep east and you going way across, that was, I don't know.
Yeah.
And I questioned, I just, and, you know, um, I would say like mid last year, I heard some tales and pieces of, it could be the same associate with the same girlfriend or something, but I, I don't know. I would never know.
Yeah. 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 It's crazy. I had this same conversation with my son like last week. I said, be careful who you call friend, because you don't know, you don't know what type of endeavors that this friend have. And the whole quote, guilty by association, it rests in my heart that just because they see you with him, they're going to think that you are a part of the endeavor that this person is into. And I told my son, I said, I need to meet some friends. I need to, weigh them up and size them up, and what's your home life like? Are they on the up and up as a parent? So I just want to say thank you, Miss Hall, for for being that parent who said, "Hey, it's no privacy in my home."
And still, right now, today, excuse me, I still am. Excuse me, I still knew a whole lot. Reagan, still communicated a whole lot with me.
Wow.
A whole lot. And that was, it was just, just what, talk to your friend. I mean, talk to your kids, but you can be a parent friend without your kids slipping up and forgetting who you are.
There you go. There you go. There you go. It's too many friends, and I'm talking about parents that's out here who look at their child and forget that they are parents. You have to be a parent. It's no shame of being your child's friend, but know where to cut it off.
Right.
Know that I am still daddy. I am still mom. You're going to listen to me regardless. We're going to laugh. We're going to joke. We're going to go out and go to a movie every now and then. We're going to hang out. But know that I am dad. Know that I am mom. You are still the child. That's very important now, especially in this society, with there's so much that distance it's so distant that the parent think that the mom or the dad is the friend, and that's where the disrespect comes in. So yeah, wow.
Yes.
I just want to say to you, I commend you for your courage. I greatly commend you for your courage, your efforts to continue to be strong for your other children. That's one. What can you say right now to other parents out there who have gone through this? What word of advice could you give to them right now? You're experiencing this. What advice could you give to other parents right now to comfort them during this time?
I'm not going to say the cliche words because I know from my experience.
Yes.
I was so tired of hearing that.
Exactly.
I don't want to hear that right now.
Yes.
Find your own comfort zone, no matter what it is. find your own peace zone. You know, if you have to cry every day, cry every day. If you have to go somewhere alone
Mm.
every day, find your comfort zone. My comfort zone in the beginning was the clothes that she was murdered in. I carried that in a sack everywhere I went to, everywhere.
Wow.
I didn't care. People would look at me crazy. I didn't care. My family, friends, why are you doing it? I didn't care. My other comfort zone was in her car. I would get in her car every day and
Mm.
just sit here and scream and cry,
Just
yell and talk
yeah,
to her,
yeah,
everything. Her apartment. I would drive out to her apartment. People didn't want me to go there telling me what I shouldn't do, how I shouldn't be.
yes,
No, that's how I got through it my way,
yes.
and talking about her every day, single day, every minute, if that's what it took me. And sometimes I wasn't aware. Sometimes I would catch myself, oh, I'm talking about, Reagan, but it brought joy and a piece of comfort to me. So just, don't let anyone else tell you what you shouldn't be doing and how you
Yes,
should feel. And
yes,
no one write a book on how one should grieve.
yes.
Mm, Just
Wow.
stay strong and just think about the good times, period.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
think about the good times. If it takes whatever, scrapbook, whatever it is. And I would go to, like, our favorite stores will be Home Depot. Yes, I don't know why, but we love Home Depot.
Okay.
Home Depot, Walgreens. I would go to all the places and be around all the people that she was close, would try to be around all the people that she was close to.
Okay.
That's what brought me comfort, because my daughter, she was such a lovely butterfly inside and out.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
From the cooperation with the detectives and the police, how was that transaction? How did they? Do you feel that they gave it their all, or how
Huh.
was that transaction?
Well, in the beginning, no,
Okay.
not at all.
Okay.
It was so slow, dragged out to little pieces of evidence, whether they can be used or not, was still left on the scene. Excuse me. I didn't start reaching out until after, I buried Reagan, and they still was no further than along from day one, from that point on. And um, I want to say it. I drug my feet kind of,
Hmm.
you know, a minute before I was ready to even sign off to anything and, make any type of arrangements with Reagan. So I know, excuse me, if I wait until after I bury her to reach out to them, and it was no answers, no phone call, no return phone calls, no anything. And I'm calling, leaving messages. And this was also for the police report,
Okay.
just to, for insurance, anybody, period. They need a police report.
Okay.
And I couldn't even get that in a timely fashion. And I had other people that I had appointed to doing it, making that phone call for me when, had gotten to the point to where I'm calling daily and, leaving messages, and knowing now 2 months down the line, you receive this, this message
Yes.
because you changed your voice message. So I know you received all my, but you still have not yet reached out to me.
Wow.
And so I comes back, I come back in town, and well, the advocate reaches out to me,
Hmm.
and I'm, letting her know my concerns. Like, the detective, I have not, heard anything from him. I'm leaving messages, I'm calling, and nothing.
Yeah.
So it took that to get a roundtable meeting.
Okay.
And from them, all of us at the roundtable meeting, and the 3 advocates that was there noticed that they caught him up, a few times, lying about what's going on, and the reaching out, the contacts.
Wow.
So they gets up. I'm so glad that one was who she were. She gets up and steps out. I didn't know. She didn't say excuse me. She just steps out, and about 5 minutes, 10 minutes later, get the captain, FBI, and another official was there.
Okay.
And that's when the ball got rolling.
It's unfortunate, Miss Hall, that sometimes you just gotta go above someone's head to get a result. That when you feel like someone who is dedicated or is supposed to handle something, they're not doing it, so you got to go to get the result that you're looking for. I struggle with that because I'm like it handle your business, because this is a life, and more importantly, this is my child. And I tell people a lot, you will never understand the pain unless you have children. If you don't have children, you can't really relate to the pain and the anguish, the frustration that a parent is going through that has experienced something like this. And just to know that if this was left in someone else's hand to try to bring some type of resolution and they're not doing their part, that kind of ruffled my feathers a little bit. So I just want to say again, thank you for, of course, you're a parent, you want to see results.
Right.
And especially, you've been calling, leaving messages and things of that nature. And this person has not reached back out to you. It's time to make some moves. It's time to, put up or shut up, so to speak. So, yeah, I definitely can understand that. Ms. Hall, I just want to say thank you for coming on the show to share your story. I just want to say right now here that my heart and prayers are with you as a parent to parent. And I just pray for you and your family that you find comfort and that she is with you in your heart forever. And I just want to say that to you right now. So thank you for coming on the show. And I'm praying for you. I'm continuously praying for you, Ms. Hall.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you for giving me a chance and opportunity to put this out here, and and to make people aware that you don't have to step totally aside and let the people expecting the people to do their job. Sometimes you have to be on them. You have to be on them and making sure, because if you don't, you will, no results, period, none. If you have to go outside of your state and get some help, do that. I'm telling you, I called the mayor's office. I was calling. I called Plaza One. I'm calling. Every time we go on to court, they keep changing the dates. I'm going upstairs. But I have not yet had the pleasure of speaking to what is her name? I'm sorry. Now I know her name every day because I practice her name every day.
Okay.
Speaking with the head prosecutor.
Okay.
You know, I have not had that pleasure, period. And I would love to speak with her because, excuse me, I understand they like to win, but winning is not playing. Winning is not playing. That's a cop out to me.
Mm.
That's a cop out to me. And you're taking the opportunity of a bit of satisfaction and a little understanding or a peace of mind from these parents. When you take a plea, if it's too much for us, okay, to handle going through the court proceedings and the, as you can say, the trial, let us make that decision. Let us, you know, and if, don't say a solid case is not a solid case. And you always practicing and say, well, the jurors, that's what they're here for. That's why we have this. That's the great thing of having it. That's the great thing of having it. Let them do their job. Don't take their job away from them.
Wow.
Just, you know, don't be so quick to plead every case.
Yeah.
And every case is pled is unfortunately it's the murder cases here in Michigan. They are so eager to plea out, and then instead of and allowing these criminals to work the system against them, their own system. You know, we went through a lot. We went through a lot. I went through a lot.
Yeah.
I went through a lot because my family would say, oh, no, Michelle, let them. And I had, you know, told them, I've been here at this round table before with them.
Yeah.
I know how they operate. The minute you hear these two words, and every, you know, they ready to plea, or they already plead out, because they say they giving you the opportunity to decide. But when they bring you there, you get there and you say, no, I don't decide to plead. I don't want you to put a plea offer up there. Then they tell you, then it's not up to you, because per anyway, the prosecutor says what's good enough for her, for these criminals out here. What's good enough for you? It's not about you. And I was told this as well. It wasn't about me. It is not Miss Hall versus him. It's the city versus. So I was told all kind of crazy things when it came down to me fighting for my daughter.
Wow.
And like I told him, it is about me. It's about my daughter. And I'm here to speak for her. I'm here to fight for her. And all she known was me to be a fighter, not a quitter, but a fighter.
Yeah.
So why would I stop now?
Yeah.
Why would I stop now?
Wow.
So, you know, you have to keep on pushing.
Wow. Ms. Hall, I want to say, you know, I commend you for, I absolutely commend you for, one, being strong, being a solid person, not to quit, because, you know, it's crazy, you know, how the system can, you know, take some situations and just turn them around because of the, you know, I just feel it's no care within the I'm not saying the all, but it's just some that, you know, well, it's not me, you know, I could care less. But what if this happened to them? You know, God forbid, what if this situation that happened to you happens to them and one of their, you know, children, you know? And I say that to everybody, you know, you just can't look at this and say, oh, well, it ain't me. You know, you got to look at it with open mind and open eyes, because it can happen to everyone, you know.
Yes.
Yeah. So I just want to say thank you for being strong, and thank you for being you know, just a person to keep pushing, because honestly, it's not over. It's not over. At any time that you need to push the issue, please do, and don't allow anyone to say, you know, give it a rest. You know, they caught the shooter, they caught the driver. It's not over. It's not over. It's justice for your daughter, Reagan, that is more important.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Thank you for coming on the show. And I say this to everybody that I talk to on the show. If you ever need me, I'm right here. Charm City Direct TV. We got you.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm telling you, I appreciate this time and this moment. Boy, if 2 years ago, if I'd known about you then.
Yeah, we would have been talking then.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
You know, while they ruffled my feathers, I would have been stirring up really more
Yeah.
with this
And
show.
I would have been helping you. For real.
You know, my mind wasn't there all the way because, you know, I had some true leaders that would have came here from Ohio and stood for her as well.
Yes.
And but you know, I you know, my mind was everywhere and I'm somewhat focused, but I'm ready. I'm ready.
Yeah.
But I say first it starts with the city officials.
Yes.
You know, everyone talk about it and want the same person out, but you have to do what you're supposed to do, what you need to do if you want this person out. And they, you know, the petitions. You know, I mentioned petitions 2 years ago. Petition her up out of there. You know, you know, she was just here. The Supreme Court was, you know, had for pleading all the time. Trial these cases out. You know, and they talk about don't nobody else want the position. Hey, get her out.
Somebody needs a job. I'm not going to take that sitting down. I mean,
right.
You first acknowledge the problem, and people need to stop being scared. You know, if you're talking, and then when the situation, I know all too well, Miss Hall, people are scared. They talk behind, you know, closed doors and whispering ain't getting you nothing.
Nothing.
You need to sign a petition, just like you said. Ask some people out there who, you know, feel and think the same way you do, but they scared. It's time to stop being scared. What's going to happen to you? You know, and it's crazy that we having this conversation with her, because I definitely got on here and was talking about some stuff that's going on right here in Baltimore in City Hall right now. If you want a result, people, listen to what I'm saying. If you want a result, closed mouths don't get fed. If you want a result, if this woman is not doing her job, if this man ain't doing his job, damn it, you need to sign a thing called a petition. You need to get some signatures. You ain't even got to explain. Here, sign this piece of paper right here. And once you get the signatures, because numbers don't lie, signatures don't lie, facts don't lie. People, stop being scared, stop whispering, stop talking about the situation, stop talking about the action, start talking about the effects. do something about it, sign the petitions, get her out of there. Now, all in the same sense, while you're getting her out of there, you need to do your research and find someone who is worthy, who will take that office and effectively make some change.
Yes. 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 You know, friends, family, even sitting in the hair salon, and get to communicating and talking amongst each other. We all talked about it amongst ourselves, and we all complained. Like I tell them, let's get it going.
You need to channel that energy, that same energy, that same motivation that it took for you to sit there and talk about it. You could take that same energy and grab one of these, which is called a pen, and take something that's called a piece of paper and write a name down and sit it down to City Hall or your state official or whoever is handling the process to get her up out of there. It's real easy, people. It's so easy that while you're talking about it, you also can make it a fit. See, a lot of people don't understand. Like, a lot of people are scared because for many, many, many years, white people have told us, can't do that. And we have been affected by that. We have been, what's the word I'm looking for? We have been conditioned to not make a noise. Oh, we gonna riot. Oh, we gonna break some windows. We gonna throw some trash cans. But what did that prove other than going to jail?
Right. And destroying where you live.
Destroying where you live. But this is the most effective, powerful tool that man has ever created. And it's called a pen.
And they don't understand.
They don't understand.
I contact the Attorney General when I have a problem. I don't have time for all that. I know what to do. I explain to people it's just that simple. Just that simple.
It is. It is. And that's why I'm here. And I'm telling you right now, Ms. Hall, I just want to say thank you. And I am pleased that you are an example for people. Just make it simple. Just, hey, it don't cost anything. It's not that much of an effort. If you have the motivation, if you have the influence and the power to do it, because we all have it. We all have it. God gave us a mouth. God gave us the ability to use 10 fingers and gave us 2 hands for what? We need to use these powers, these gifts that God has given us and make a noise. We can't make a noise, people, by rioting. We can't do that. And I want our Black people to understand something. We are angry. Yes. We are frustrated. Yes. But rioting, even with peaceful protests, because right now peaceful protests is as much as is rioting. They're not looking at peaceful protests as just what it is. It's not peaceful. They see a body of Black people getting together that's going to cause a riot. Understand that. They just waiting for us to come together and be out there in the streets, but they just waiting to provoke us. We see the police and we are doing our peaceful protest, and just the president alone is going to take one person. And that's what it is, people. The power is here. This little thing right here. Believe it or not. Trust me. And a piece of paper, get your conversation pieces together. We need to vote some of these elected officials out of this office. Don't talk about it. Don't make videos. Don't get on live. There's things that's better done unsaid.
Yes.
If you understand what I'm saying, people. Miss Hall,
Yes.
again, thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you again for inviting me. Thank you.
And I
I really
definitely
appreciate it.
will be talking to you soon.
Thank you.
Great. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Miss Michelle Hall, the mother of murder victim Reagan Jelks. What can I say, people? You know, we have to hold our city officials responsible, prosecutors responsible, uh, anybody that holds a significant title that will involve themselves into a murder crime, just as this, for them not to act upon it, have no indication, no willpower to move forward. So I charge everyone that, especially if it's a family member, if it's a child, you know, and you're not getting that support from your city officials, from your detectives, from the police department, whoever that you contact. Sometimes you just got to go over their head and say, you know what, this ain't working. I need some more reinforcement. Don't take this sitting down. Don't take this lying down. This is significant. This is of an utter importance because this is your child. It can happen to everyone. What can I say? Wow, this is crazy. This has been a special broadcast of Let's Talk with Edigga. My special guest, Miss Michelle Hall, the mother of murdered victim Reagan Jelks, back in May 2017. What can I say, people? Listen to your children. Talk to your children. Be in your children's lives. Every aspect of life. Explain to them. Be vigilant. Be alert. Know your surrounding. Know the people that you hang around with. These are the conversations that we need to have at this moment, and especially now in this society. Like I said before, you've been great. I love you all. Remember, stop killing us. Black on black crime. Hashtag that. Murder. Oh my God. What can I say? We need to stop, people. We need to stop. This has been a special broadcast of Let's Talk with Edigga right here on Charm City Direct TV. Make sure you go to the fan page of Charm City Direct TV at facebook.com/Charm City Direct TV. Like and share the page. Like and share the page. Now you can see all the great content on 3 major platforms. Of course, on Facebook at Charm City Direct TV, on YouTube at Charm City Direct TV, and on Periscope, which is Twitter, at Charm City Direct. You've been great, and I'll holler at you when I smile at you. Peace.